Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today I'm going to be doing the Cotton Cuts Stratford Puzzle Mystery 2019. This is clue number 7. And the only thing that we have in the way of fabric are these two pieces right here. So they've given us a block of the month and it's called Indian Hatchet. Let me show it to you. Hopefully you can see that. And let's take it over here to the sewing machine and let's get started putting it together. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and chain stitch these. This is going to be really easy to do this month. There are 16 pieces. There's 8 of each color, and all we're doing is connecting them all. It's going to be clue number 7. So we're just making all these rectangles, and I'm just chain stitching them. Y'all can do the same thing. We get done, we'll iron them. And after they're all ironed, then we're going to build our block. So just continue on. So when you get finished sewing them all together, you'll have a pile. And then what we're going to do is we're going to join them. And it wants us to take this. This is my F. This is F. This is A. It wants you to take it this direction and then take it that direction, and they want you to put it together like this. So we're going to make half of them that way. So that's 8 of them like this. We're going to join. Now remember, when you sewed these, they were on the bias, so you had to be careful for the stretch. Now you want to make sure that you have matched your seams where they come together and they nestle. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to sew all of these. Just take your time. You're just putting them all into rectangles. You're putting 2 pieces together is all you're doing. Let's see if I can get it started here. There we go. And you're going to do all, and you should have 8 of them because the 16 pieces that you sewed together to make the square, now you have 2 of them together, which makes the 8, so that we can put them together when we're finished with them. So go ahead and sew all these. Now I am sewing them 1/4 of an inch. I've used the same needle I've always been using, a size 12. If you need to stop and you need to have cleaned your machine before this, by all means clean your machine. You don't want it all built up underneath there. It won't sew correctly if you do. It might skip stitches on you if your needle is old and worn out. I don't know if it's time for y'all to put a new needle in or not. It's not quite time for me. Let's see here if I can get that to... There we go. And then after we get all these connected, we will connect them one more way, and then we're finished. It ends up with 4 blocks, I do believe. And I did tell you this was number 7, and it's 7 out of 10. You can go over there to cottoncuts.com. If you want to participate, they have 2 a year. The smaller one is $17.50 a month. That's the one that I get and my granddaughter gets. I do not know the larger size. I went ahead and I've already bought the backing for this one. You know, the first one that I did, I gave to my sister for her birthday. She has not put it together yet. She's working on those triplets blankets, so she hasn't had time. And as soon as I get finished, I have a few more things that I'm going to put together for her. I will show you all the things that I got for her birthday. Sort of a combination of a lot of birthdays. I didn't really know that she wanted something from me until she told me that she would like something made. And so she's even said that she'd be more than happy to take some of my scraps. So I've got to get a big old box of scraps I want to get for her. I picked up a box at the store. The last time I mailed something, I ended up sending 4 different boxes of stuff. I don't want to have to do that again. I did make that other frog. I will show it all to you in a video so you can see everything I've done. And then I'm wrapping up on the things that I'm making for my swap partner, which is Sylvia. And I will be showing a video of that also. And on that, it's the scavenger hunt this time around. So we had to take the word ladybug, and every letter in the word ladybug we had to either bake or buy something. For example, L, you could either buy or make a lanyard. That is not what I did. I mean, there's a lot of different L words. So like I said, I will show you. and she likes petites like me. And I believe the cutoff is the 26th. And one of her items, I just got something in the mail yesterday that I had ordered. And then the other item, I just got an email telling me that it will not arrive until either the 20th or the 28th. So I'm hoping it arrives on the 20th so I can get it boxed up with all of her stuff and send it. I'd hate to have it be late. I haven't been late yet on one of them. The problem is I didn't think about it soon enough. Otherwise it would have been here a heck of a lot sooner. And here's our last one. And then I'm going to iron them open. Don't forget, you want to set your seam when you iron these open. And I did iron to the dark side. Now they should all look like this. And now we're going to put these together. Lay them like this and pin them together. So you can chain stitch this, and let me show you how to make it so that all your points are going to meet. This is what I did. When I pinned it, I put a little mark right there, and I have to stay on that mark. Do you see that right there? So my seam comes up here, and my seam also comes across here. So they met right there. So you don't want to go below the line, you want to stay on that line so that your point is not lost. This way you're not chopping off the nose, is what we call it, of your points. So go ahead and chain stitch these. And if you don't go close enough to your line, you can always go back and go over it after you've gone through it. If for some reason your sewing machine gets hung up in that spot because it's a lot of thickness, then just increase your thread. And I'll show you here. Like right now it's on 2.5, but if for some reason my needle was having a hard time to go through this bump of fabric, all I got to do is increase it up to 3 or 4, go through it, go ahead and sew all the way down. You can always change it and make it go tighter, your stitches, so you can make them smaller to finish it after you've gone over the bump. So I'd get up here, let me keep my finger from getting stuck with a pen, and then right here it's going to have a little issue. So that's when you would increase your thread length so you could make it 3 or 4, and you can grab the fabric back here and slowly tug on it to help it get through. And then once you get through, go ahead and increase your thread stitch so that the stitches are now 2.5, which makes, that's to the inch now, so every inch you're going to have 2.5 stitches. Then when you're totally finished, go back to the area that you got the little mark, put your foot down on the other side of the bump, lower your stitches now so that your stitch length is only 2.5 instead of 3 or 4, and then just repeat going over it and just go real slow. Then when you're done, just break off your thread, and then you'll have double stitched over it. When you open it up, you can see you have not lost any of your points. Alright? And then just go ahead and iron them open. That's it. Just iron them open, and I'll show them to you here. Here's what the 4 blocks look like when they're completed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe, click on the little bell, and I will see you all next month for the Cotton Cuts 2019. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye-bye.